if I were to pick a word for
Yeah.
2021,
What is it?
right this moment, it would be mischievous. I think that I've taken a lot of things and myself way too seriously in 2020, and uh, I think I want to bring more coyote energy and kind of prankster mischievousness into 2021.
Interesting. So what does that look
Yeah.
like in you? Like
Well,
no mask wearing kind of thing, or?
no, that's just being a dick face. I don't want to do that. No, a coyote.
I was
It's
joking.
more. Yeah, it's more. I think a playfulness and a irreverence, not taking things too seriously. I'll give you an example. I just the other day threw up. I love the original Willy Wonka movie with Gene Wilder, and so I threw up this animated GIF that is Gene Wilder sort of eating candy, saying, "The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last." And I just threw that up, and it was hilarious to see how people responded, and because it's so kind of oblique and vague that it acts as a Rorschach test for.
Wait a second. Did you throw this up like during the Trump like Capitol takeover today?
I threw it up right afterwards.
Oh,
And,
jeez.
and
Fuel in the
well,
fire, dude.
well, you say yes. I mean, you say terrible timing. I think that I want to cultivate a insensitivity to uh, kind of personality by consensus. What I mean by that is, if you look at a lot of people, I'm not going to name names, but if you look,
yeah,
no, I'm not going to name names.
manicured, no manicured like feeds and stuff.
Well, you just look at personalities online over time who spend a lot of time on social, and they become caricatures of themselves because they have certain behaviors rewarded, certain behaviors punished, certain behaviors left unapplauded, and they start to warp and bend their behavior to fit the most applause. And they turn into these like kind of creepy caricatures. And I think that ends up inevitably bleeding over into their real lives, right? I mean, their off-screen lives, and I think that's really something I want to be hyper aware of, which is why I don't have the social on the phone. I'm using these like workarounds, like only Pulp to post stuff, and I want to kind of hold up a mirror that allows people to look at their own reactions also, right? So I think that a lot of what I'll put up in 2021 will be uh, Rorschach tests. And for people who don't know that, those are the ink blot tests where they would put blots of ink, fold a piece of paper, show it to someone and say, "What do you see?" And they might see a murderer, they might see a butterfly, they might be something else, and then that is used as kind of a jumping off point for psychoanalysis. And that's not going to be everything I put up, but I just think that life is too short to take yourself too seriously. And so, first and foremost, it's for me. But doing things that don't seem to have a point, doing things that are beautiful just because I think they're beautiful, they don't need to have some targeted outcome, ROI, or fill in the blank, right? And just to kind of loosen my grip on whatever I think my identity is that's been constructed over such a long period of time. And let's not kid ourselves. Like identity can be revealed, but it's largely constructed, right? And it's just I think we get so attached to our labels of what we are and what we aren't, and what we do and what we don't do, that it's just a very socially reinforced trap that kind of constrains your awareness and sensitivity and openness to the world. So yeah, more coyote.
That's good. I mean, the world needs, I think the problem that we've fallen into is social media. And part of the reason why I don't like having an account there is it just becomes, it makes me sad in some sense in that I see it's always the best version of someone's self. Like there's never any like if he feels very, very manufactured oftentimes. And it's like it doesn't feel authentic in the way that it's always about good times. There's never any I guess there has been more lately with some of the protests and some of the stuff that's come out on there. But I mean, people, myself included, tend to put just the best version of yourself on there versus just letting it all hang out, which I guess is what you're saying in a sense that you're just going to have more fun with it than just trying to create the Tim Ferriss like image up on social media.
Yeah. And, I don't feel like I've done too much of that. I mean, I very deliberately put out stuff that is true to me that I think will, could irritate some percentage of my followers just because I want to have some countervailing force against becoming this like dancing sock puppet on the internet. So I do that to not become too attached to social feedback. But, not to turn this into a discussion of, the social dilemma, but if you are constantly exposed to these technologies, like you are completely outgunned. You're completely outgunned by engineers and neuroscientists and research and development teams who have, for all intents and purposes, infinite resources to turn you into
so you're just going to keep
a little rat in a Skinner box. I want to.
I love that. Like the AI is going to look at your feed and be like, I think Tim would like this. And they're like, oh shit, he posted a yellow pony. What the hell does he like now? Oh, damn it. Like you're really keeping on their toes.
Yeah. Well, I want to keep myself guessing too, right? Like
yeah.
I don't.
I love that.
Follow,
dude.
Yeah, follow less of a script. And
you've always been good at that, though. You've always been like one in every 10 of your Instagram posts, everyone's like, "What the hell is he? Why is it a picture of that?" Like it's clearly not that manufactured feed, which I've always appreciated.
Yeah. What was it? I can't remember. Well, maybe I don't even remember what it was. But I back when we were both on the apps, I remember. One of yours was like, and deleting in 3, 2, 1. Like to your credit, sometimes when I get a little far afield, you're like, I think you should probably delete that. And I'll get a text from you, which I appreciate.
Well, I can just tell. Well, speaking of like you said about my gummies, I can tell when you're a little ham too. Every once in a while, one will sneak out there.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's dangerous to drink and post. That's a dangerous habit.